What's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be the first of 12 takeovers. Guest number 1 is going to be Rhino. Rhino over here requested us to help him in clearing 119. This is going to be a first look through. I'll obviously try to comment through my thought process and whatnot so you can learn something. And let's have a look at this account. Okay. Obviously for Gear 1 we're first over going to search for obviously mages, right? So mage-wise, we obviously have Khamet. Khamet is going to be our main contributor. We have Laseer. Now we already have our combo. We're going to use Khamet plus Laseer and we're finished, damage dealer-wise. Furthermore, both are already 6 stars, so obviously that's the minimum requirement. Key unit or key piece number 2 is going to be Laurel for sure. Laurel, in allowing us to get our ultimates off and cycle those ultimates, is going to be really huge. So from the mage department, we're also going to pick Mary. Mary is really crucial with her freezes and pretty much delaying. Your goal is not only to kill the enemies but also to delay them from destroying your wall. So Mary is going to be a key unit from the mages, and I believe that should already conclude mages, obviously besides Raiden, because we do want to boost Khamet's damage. So now that we have those sorted out, we need to look for some healers. What do we have? So, easy pickings here. Not only do we have a Dolores to boost Khamet, we also have a Hollow to boost Rage, and we have a Elowin. Biggest problem here is Hollow's only 5 stars, so we're just going to use Elowin and Vortex. Especially because we're only talking 19, should be no problem at all. And then, who else could we be missing? Now I believe we're already done. So let's craft the team, get to gearing, get the stage down, and then continue on with life. Okay, so just talking about the first approach that was taken here. The biggest problem with trying to make Sealers work is you need a Vierna. If you don't have a Vierna, your Sealers is not going to perform as you expect him to do. Furthermore, the biggest problem with this team over here straight away is we have too many DPSs. As I've already teased with Mary, Gear 119 isn't really about just damage, it is more about stopping the enemies from killing your wall, stopping the enemies from taking over. And Volker is also a very key unit. Volker's A1 reducing respawn time by 25%, allowing us to use Laurel even more, which is pretty crucial but not necessarily required. It just helps out massively. So then we're just going to bring in our Lord, and then we're just who else? We have someone else we're missing. Yeah, Vortex as the second healer. And then, okay, we have our core ready with rage boosters and all that good stuff. At this point the team's almost finished already. You could then also think about putting in a support unit like Greed, though I'm probably not going to rely on that one. Then we just bring in Mary, and then we have one free space. Normally you would bring in, let's say you bring in a Hollow, then you do want to bring in an Aeon, because Hollow has relatively low stats and this is fairly hard for her to heal. But because that space is open, what we're going to do is we're going to go with Autumn. We're going to go with Autumn to boost Khamet's damage even further. Or do you have a new stage Nightmare Companion? Yeah, the new Void we're also going to get to that one. But I've passed it on my main, and I'm probably going to use those experiences to make my life easy on my ult, so yeah. Okay. Khamet. Get into, yeah, exactly. So now let's get into gearing off Khamet. So obviously what my thought process here first is going to be, we're going to look for gear, right? We're going to look for anything that resembles sets in any way, shape or form, because sets are very crucial. And honestly, if we could, we would want to build a Soulbound Arcana set, because with ult stacking and ult cycling, Soulbound Arcana set is obviously the best choice. But let's just sort by simple attack and then crit rate. Okay, we have a curse piece. We have another curse piece. and a third curse piece, but all those curse pieces are heavily lacking crit damage. Alright, let's see if we can make another set. Okay, wisdom. Ooh, maybe we have a chance of making a wisdom set. I've been going sets over sets. I don't have many sets established yet. Don't worry about that too much. We're going to see if we can make it work, and if not, we're going to tackle it with broken set. Even though, and that shouldn't be of anyone. It shouldn't be a problem. Great, and now my little sister came in. Beautiful. Alright, so now that they've reworked Gearing+I, what they've done is they've reduced not just the difficulty, but they've also reduced the defense requirements, which allows us to go lower in attack, higher in crit damage, and yeah, now we're just going to search for the perfect pieces, preferably something with really high crit percent. So let's search for crit rate first, because we somehow need to balance out the fact that we're missing crit rate once. Here we're missing even more attack. Oof. Barely acceptable, I guess. Honestly, those stats should be fine. We have a good set. We have some stats. I know the crit rate is a bit scuffed, but that should suffice. You know what I mean. Alright, Laseer's already perfectly geared. We're just going to give him a Nightmare Samsara so he can restore his ultimate even better. And then we're just going to check. So here we have the choice. We do want to go for HP percent, so we take some pressure off our healer. We're going to go with some attack speed, rage regen if we can. Beautiful piece. Here we have some attack speed. Can we have some attack speed main set with rage regen? Attack speed main set with rage regen, yes we can. Beautiful. And then lastly, obviously, rage regen main set with attack speed substat and some HP. Not quite. But honestly, we can keep it like this. 396, 100%. At 12k HP is more than fine. Ultimate wise, obviously, preferably we would have level 3 anti here. But I don't think we should have a problem for 19 here. But yeah, let's continue sorting out the people. So we're going to check this Dolores real quick. Okay, this Dolores has enough rage regen, yes, but we're crucially missing out on attack. So for your perfect Dolores, this piece is really good. You do want 2 pieces that have rage regen, and then preferably attack flat as a stat 2. So what we're going to look for is, if we can, we might as well go with a broken set. So we go for attack first, then attack flat, and then for rage regen, and see if we have some fitting pieces. So for example, this piece works. Here nothing works, and this piece already is fine. So we can take rage regen out here and then pick just the highest we have, which is going to be this piece over here. Here we have attack percent and attack flat, which is obviously the best we can get. And here the best we can get is going to be just attack percent. So let's see if there's anything higher. We have 21% over here, already fully upgraded, perfect. So now we have 40% rage regen, above 8000 attack. Now we just need to check the artifact, which is King Wisdom, obviously best choice. Alright, then who else do we need to gear? Mary. Mary is going to be pretty much the same as Laseer. So we're going to again bring in Nightmare Samsara. Here search for HP percent. The biggest problem with Mary is she's 5 stars, so we don't want her to die, which is why we bring in HP percent. And then obviously rage regen and attack speed if we can manage. This piece is barely acceptable, but here we have again attack speed, rage regen, so that's fine. And here we're going to go for rage regen with preferably some HP percent to it. Just like this, and that should be fine. We already have some HP here, some more HP here, some attack there. Skill wise, do we need to upgrade her? probably, because this extra damage taken is quite nice, though we don't really have enough to get higher here. So what you do want to do is upgrade this extra damage taken. It's not only going to help you in Gearing+I, but it's also going to help you in Guild Boss massively. Alright, we got this Mary settled. Now we just need to check out Elowen again. This Elowen is fine. We're just going to throw in a simple attack flat with maybe some healing effect if we can manage. Beautiful. Alright, then we just need to check Vortex. Alright, Vortex has enough HP, enough attack speed, some nice healing effect. Healing effect could be higher by like 40 to 50, but that's not a problem. Alright. Do we have an invigoration set from Gearing 2 already? Yes or no? We have one piece. The second one. Okay. And the third one. So, for invigoration pieces, you don't actually need to look for good pieces. Invigoration pieces, there's two main uses. Number one is going to be on Guild Boss, the units on the bench. What you want to do is give them the invigoration set, so they can actually contribute even though you're not using them. And number two is then obviously going to be units like Laurel, units that you can just place in and have them apply invigoration even though they don't serve any particular purpose besides existing. So now we need to fix the gear we've taken here. So we're going to search for the same attack speed, rage region. Alright, should be fine. Okay, and let's check out Autumn real quick. Yeah, this Autumn is fine. We don't really have too many expectations of her. She just needs to exist, I guess, and no need to actually waste time building her too much. All right, Khamet is ready. Laseer is ready. Elowen is ready. Vortex is ready. Mary is ready. Dolores is ready. Everyone's ready. Then let's go. Okay, so Khamet obviously goes in first. We're going to then bring in Laurel to actually give Khamet the invigoration set right here. And we can just bring in the Dolores. And then finish up with this here. Alright, we get this one set up, everything sorted. Okay, it's not going to matter. So yeah, because everything's already dead, we don't need to use Laseer's anti-heal. So there's no problems there. Obviously we can then bring in our second wave on the other side. Again, we're going to wait for them to come in. Start hitting with Khamet. And because there's no targets, honestly I don't think we need to use Laseer here at all, so we're just going to keep him. If you do need to use Laseer, feel free to do so here, because if you bring in Laurel and then take her out again, Laseer is going to be ready for the next time he actually needs to heal. And because this is one of the more crucial waves right here, we're also going to bring in Autumn here. You want to heal with Laseer starting around here, because he does take a while with his animation, so you want to start it around here. Or you could wait for all those enemies to come in. And then before they hit the wall, we're actually going to freeze with Mary. And then start bursting them down, hopefully before they do too much damage against our wall. So yeah, as you can see, we perfectly annihilated everyone before they even touched the wall, really. And then we can already take Autumn out again, because her purpose is done. And then fresh up the ultimates. Alright, Forsaken Totem, again we're going to use Laseer. And yeah, with the use of Laurel, Laseer is going to be ready the next time his healing actually is required. So right here, we're going to bring in the Laurel boost. We're going to again wait for the enemies this time to come in a bit closer and then start with our damage. and then bring in Autumn to assist a bit, just for like the last few hits, and then obviously freeze with Mary. And then we can take her out already. Why are we taking her out early? Because the ultimates aren't active anyway, and if we take her out earlier, we can put her in earlier, right? So we're going to wait here for the healing, for the Forsaken Totem, trigger healing about now, and then we can remove her, and then go with all our ultimates, and obviously freeze. So yeah, this is already probably pretty much GG, but we'll obviously still take it serious. Again, we're going to anti-heal over here. Might as well push some crit damage. And at this point, it is just us against the boss. Now the disgusting part is obviously them having changed gear rate 1. And the boss is now actually attacking, right? The boss is now actually attacking, and you do need to worry about the boss breaking your wall, which is why Mary is even more crucial. As you've seen, we've successfully used Mary's freeze to mitigate the damage as much as possible, which is why we went in with at least 90% wall health, and that is really, really needed, honestly. It is really, really needed to go in with as much health as you can manage, just so you can have time to take down the boss. And if your question is, do you need an anti-healer? At least for 19, the answer is hell no, you don't. You just bring in a second DPS and just kill everything instead of anti-healing. So yeah, 119 done, first try, GG, and alright, we see each other for the next takeover.